Hola, you guys. Hola. Hello, Shamula. Trying to get our guest of the day up here. Thank you. You really float my boat, Pudding. That is so cute. Hi, Denny. Hey, Jeff.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Just logging in here. Y'all chilling?
Yes, I had to do the just nighttime routine for my baby.
Aw.
Yeah, he
How
gave
old
me
is your baby?
he's 5. He's 5.
Fine.
He gave me
So,
a hard time.
welcome. Y'all in the bedroom, I see, right?
Nah, it's actually the living room.
This the what?
Living room.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for setting the mood with the lighting and whatnot. I love it.
Thank you. That's all him.
That's all him. I love it. My brother's name is actually Jeff, so this is so cool that I get to interview a Jeff right now. Um, Let me see, because people are already commenting.
Threesome vibes.
All right, so you guys, first of all, I want to thank both of you for coming on because you guys, I just reached out to them like out of the blue. They have no clue who I am, so thank you guys for joining.
Oh yeah, of course.
How did you come across the platform? I remember you telling me something.
So a friend of mine named Niche actually shared your video. You were in North Carolina doing a show. I think that was Pride. Was it Pride?
Black Pride.
Yeah. So she sent me that to my inbox. Initially, I didn't know why she was sending it to me, but then she sent me more of your videos after that, and I was like very intrigued by. I think everybody was very intrigued, so that's why I don't know if you know that video was going everywhere.
It was moving. It was moving a little bit. A little bit.
If you guys don't know, the video is of Jeff performing at North Charlotte Pride, and he's wearing like a thong bathing suit type of thing.
A thong bathing suit.
Isn't it?
It was like a one-piece jumper.
Yeah. That was a thong.
Yeah, thong.
Okay, thong. You know that's a thong. Thong. Like, why you gotta put all that on there? Where you from?
Where I'm from?
Yeah.
I'm from Connecticut, Bridgeport, Connecticut. What about you guys?
From Alabama originally.
Alabama, but you guys live in like Maryland? Virginia. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alabama, but you guys, I feel like you guys don't have no accent.
I was in the military, so it kind of lost it when I went to the military. So it happens. Someone
said he's so cute. He is. You guys, he's very handsome.
Jason McCoy, the GOAT in here.
So, all right. I guess we can wait. Well, when Denny comes back, we can ask her. But you said you're from Alabama. Why don't you tell the people who are here that don't know you what your name is? What do you do?
Jeff Cutts. Originally, from Alabama, born and raised. Moved up north. Military brought me up north, and then I got out and then I started policing for 5 years. So I was in the Marine Corps, and I started policing for 5 years, and then the last 2 recent years, I started my other adventures of depending on who asking. I do a lot of things. I got ADHD, so massage therapy, adult content creating, nude modeling, barbering.
Yeah, I saw that. So the last 2 years, it was that? Yeah. And Zenny, what about you? Where are you from and what do you do?
I'm originally from Maryland, by way of LA. My mom got remarried, and so we moved out here, but all my family's in LA. And what I did before that, before the pandemic, I was dancing in a club. That's where Jeff and I met. But after the pandemic, I switched from in-person entertainment to online. So,
well, yeah, so that was because during the pandemic, a lot of strip clubs were closed.
Exactly.
Okay. And so what were you doing right before the pandemic, Jeff?
Right before, I was policing. I was a police officer for the Washington, D.C.
And so you're not a police officer at all anymore?
No, not at all. I gave it up.
Oh, why?
I had to make a choice. It's so I was doing them both, right? You know, protecting the world. You know, protecting the world, law. You know, by day, and then I was kind of like stripper by night. So it was like I was balancing them both for about a year or so.
Wow.
Jeff Cutts just got so big, and you know, my work found out about it, and it was kind of like balancing, and then it's just like it was too much to contain, so I had to pick a choice. So I chose me. So
now, I didn't know that he was a police officer, you guys, but now that you brought that up, so when you were a police officer and they did find out about your side gigs, like, was there any like backlash at the? Yeah.
As it was more of like, how's he getting away with this? You know, like all my coworkers knew about it first, you know, because they was following me, they was subscribing, and they was, you know, like, oh, Jeff, how you know, and then my leadership got attached to it. And one time I came to work and they was calling my names off for work, roll call for attendance. And my boss was like, is Jeff Cutts here today? And like everybody looked back at me and I'm just like,
oh my gosh.
like,
wow. I would have never guessed you were a police officer. That is amazing. And I love that because that's why I like having these shows, because it's like people don't realize you guys are just like us. You know what I'm saying? You have lives outside of what you do. So
100.
all right. So are either of you comfortable sharing your age?
Yeah. I'm 30.
I'm too old.
You're too old?
He's younger than me.
Yeah. I mean, you look very young. So
yeah, I'm 29. It's my last year in my 20s.
Well, thank you. I don't share my age, so that's why I asked. All right, so we got a lot to get to because I have a lot of questions, you guys, and thank you for being so open to like coming on and answering these questions because everyone has questions.
Yeah.
All right, now I want to make it clear that yes, I did want to have you on because look, the questions are already coming in. Yeah, I wanted to have you on because you say yes, you are a heterosexual man. Your fans stand by that because I read through your comments, honey, and the fans, they're like, he's straight, bye. Like anytime a gay man tries to like even comment something. But you do, you know, you do a lot of unorthodox things, I guess, that straight men wouldn't do.
Unorthodox.
Right? No?
Unorthodox.
Unorthodox? I mean, let's just say when I did post the promotion, especially on Facebook, a lot of straight men were like, there's no way, like, this is ridiculous. Like somebody said, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. So I would say unorthodox. And you also, from what I saw, I don't know if this was like the goal, but you do cater also to the gay community, right?
Yeah, great support system. One of the best.
Okay, so did you originally, when you started, well, actually, first of all, how did you even get into this?
Man, so I was policing, and okay, I'm gonna go before that. I was policing, and I was starting barber school, and that's where Jeff Cutts came from, barber school. That's why I made an Instagram so to show my haircuts. And I was in barber school, and then I was policing. Then I took a pic, you know, in my uniform outside the car. You know, like my first couple months, I was excited, and that picture, people liked it, and they shared it, and they shared it, and they shared it.
Viral.
They made a meme out of it. It was, would you let this cop arrest you? And the next morning, I was getting like 100 followers, a day for about 2 or 3 months. And I thought it was spam. And that's when it first started, like, really taking off. And then people want to take photos, you know, photo shoots. Oh, Jeff. And I was like, man, you know, I can't really take pictures. I haven't really taken pictures since high school. So that was like, it was challenging for me. But I was like, I give a shot, free photos, right? So I took a picture, and like each photo shoot, I just got more naked. Wow.
So when you first started, did it first start with like stripping? Because I saw I don't know if I saw a video of you stripping, but I saw other men who probably strip. So were you doing that?
So the painting sip concept. I got a call from South Carolina from this woman, and she's like, "I'll pay you X amount of money to stand naked for 90 minutes." And I was just like, "Oh, that's easy." You know, the Scorpio.
What?
Scorpio in me was like, "Oh, that's easy, right?" So she flew me out. She had a room for me and everything. It was a whole company, forbidden fruit, forbidden fruit, and it's about 40 women. So I get there, everybody looking for the model. It's my first time. I'm like, "Oh man, fuck! I think I made a mistake." You know?
Oh my
I think I made a
God.
mistake. So I'm in my robe, and then one of the ladies from the crowd came up and unrobed me. And like the first 10, 15 seconds, I was like immobilized. I couldn't even move. Everybody was just like staring at me and stuff. It was very awkward, but then I kind of just took a breath, and then you know, just made it my own, you know. And after that, I got it off my bucket list. I was like, I'm done. That was very cool. You know, I could tell a story about it. You know, then I got another call, and another call. So yeah.
That is crazy, because I literally just had a conversation about how women are a lot more direct and crazy in the DMs than men. They definitely are. Okay, so you, Denny, were you already stripping?
When I met Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in the strip club.
Oh, so you guys were both doing a job?
By that point, yeah, he was doing tip and paints. He was actually with his colleagues. They had just finished the show. Jeff never liked strip clubs, but he was with his boys and they wanted to go. So that's how we ended up there. We were at Stadium in DC. And that's actually where we met. So we were both doing the stripper thing by the time we met.
So Jeff doesn't like strip clubs.
I don't like
or strippers, except for me.
Wow. So what was it about her? Everything.
I can't say no to that face. That night, she, you know, we both Scorpios. She was very open, and I remember her coming up to me, and she, you know, she's been real sweet. I thought it was the whole, you know, stripper routine. You know, I was like, I ain't buying it. I ain't gonna fall for this. You know what I mean? So I was like, honestly, I ain't had no money to throw. I mean, I had money to throw, but I didn't want to throw no money. I just made that money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was like, you know, you look really nice, you know. So I just pretty much had a conversation with him. We pretty much talked for a long time.
Yeah. He thought I was like trying to like be nice to him to get something from him, but it was literally just slow. It was early. And when it's slow, I like to go and talk to people. So I went and talked to him, and he was very open. And his friend ended up giving him some wines to tip me later on. And I was the only girl he tipped that night.
I love that. I love that. I do see your questions, Owl House. If you guys have a question, please drop it in the question box so we can get to it later. But I'll ask this one now. I'm not gonna ask anymore. You guys gotta drop them in the question box. The Dow House CT said, "Do you ever have doubts that he's not telling the truth about his sexuality?"
Oh wow!
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna see what you're doing.
Not anymore. I'll be honest. When I first met Jeff, I did ask him, like straight up, like, "Are you bisexual?" That was the night in the club, and he really didn't give me a straight answer because he gets that question all the time.
I laughed.
Yes,
I smiled.
He just smiled and like referred me to ask his friend. So to me, I'm like, that's not
wait, you always get the question if you're gay?
Yeah.
Gay, bisexual.
Or bi, okay.
Yeah, my life.
Ever since he's been like going viral on social media, or even before that.
Yes,
actually,
the first time I got asked was in high school. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. Hold that thought. But go ahead, Zenny.
But yeah, so not now, but in the beginning, I definitely was skeptical, and I definitely was very observant, and I definitely asked Jeff all the questions. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Like, let me know, because I'm not biphobic. So, you know, if that is the case, then that's the case, and that's okay. Like, if I like you, I like you. So a lot of observation in the beginning, like a lot of questions, but at this point, I know him, so I don't have any doubts anymore.
So you just actually answered one of my questions, because I was going to ask you, if he was bisexual, would that change anything For you, it doesn't, right?
Mm-mm.
Dowhouse CT, I'm not going to ask that question because all your questions, drop them in the question box, please, so we can get to it later. We're going to get to the juicy stuff, you guys, but let's talk about all this other stuff. All right. So, Jeff, well, you mentioned that you first got asked in high school. So why was it that people got that type of vibe from you? And no, he is a heterosexual man. So that's why we're talking about this. So, and why do you think that people got that vibe from you that they would ask you that in high school?
It was very easy. It was very easy. I was a freshman. I was ninth grade, and first 2 days of school, everybody come to school, everybody excited. It was a senior. It was this senior. She was a big senior, a big girl. You know, she was pretty in the face, but she was big, whatever. I wasn't attracted to her, but she was like a bully. You know what I'm saying? But she was like that girl. You know, in 4th grade, I'm a freshman. And she would kind of like, just pick at me and like just talk, just like you see me and like kind of like, nudge
Aggressive
me.
flirting.
Yeah. And so I ended up, I was like, I'm not attracted to her. She's like, oh, so if he's not attracted to me, then he must be gay. So I told her no, that I wasn't attracted to her and that I wasn't, looking for her, checking for her. And she told everybody in school that I was gay because I was didn't want to date her, or I didn't want to fool with her.
So you said she was a big girl?
She was.
You don't like the big girl?
Amazon, like she was like you know what I mean, like trying to press down on me, like yo.
You was scared of her.
I wasn't
When
scared.
she asked, do you like big girls?
My preference, not exactly.
Your preference is not.
Have I been with a big girl? Yeah.
So you give me Caribbean vibes. You're not Caribbean? Are you? No? Wow. I swear, I was telling my friends, I bet he's Jamaican. You give me Jamaican vibes, I swear. It's the hair, maybe.
It's the hair. Love that for you.
I love chocolate.
Okay, now, you do massage also, right? You're a masseuse?
I'm a massage therapist.
Massage therapist. Now, one of the questions I got a lot when I would post the promotion stuff is, why does he do the massages in his underwear? Do you take every client and you're in your underwear, or is this like a new vibe that you're trying to do with your business? Or
so the packages I offer are therapeutic and sensual nude. So I did the one in my boxes for my colleague just for the promotion of the massage and for Instagram's community, so there won't no violations. But I do offer sensual nude massages. So that was really sales. So all I'm therapeutic. I went to school in Northern Virginia for 7 months. Graduated, got all my stuff. So I'm a massage therapist. And so the pain and sip, I added the concept of being naked to the massage. You know what I'm saying? And that's what rocks.
Charge more.
Yeah.
You can charge more. So Monique does my hair. She says somebody get touched by Rome in here. I don't know if you know who Touched by Rome is. No?
Not familiar, no.
Well, Touched by Rome, he's in Atlanta. He's originally from my city, Bridgeport, Connecticut. And he does the sensual massages too, but with women. Okay. So these women are completely nude. They're very sexual massages. That's what it kind of reminded me of, but.
Is it sexual or sensual?
Sensual. You're right. Sensual. Thank you for correcting me. I like that. You see?
I got you.
But that's why we're having this conversation, because you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to, I don't like judgment. And I always tell my audience, we don't judge people. We're just going to have these conversations. So let's see. G Quest Kier said this conversation is sadly perpetuating a narrow understanding of sexuality. Well, tell me why, because, I don't exactly understand what you're trying to say. Or why don't you come on live and tell us what you're trying to say, because I don't exactly understand. Let's see. Troy Mark Whitmore said because he is secure. So that must have been an answer to something earlier. So do you feel like that's what it is, that you're just very secure in your sexuality, that you're able to do what you do?
I have a real detachment from like nudity and like just like I have a real control of my arousal. Like I'm a demisexual, so it definitely requires a connection for me to even like get aroused in that fashion. So I do naked painting still, you know, women, men there. And, you know, they want to touch you and stuff like that, and it just like I don't get hard, I don't get aroused. And it probably came from the military because you know in the Marine Corps, your first 3 months, you know, every day you shower with 40 men. You know what I'm saying? So being naked around men, it wasn't nothing new. You know what I mean? I've seen more penises in my life
Than vaginas.
Than vaginas.
Okay. You know what? I love that you said that though, because I think that the same thing for me. Like, for example, I don't watch porn. Which a lot of people, when they find out, they're like, what? But like, it's very hard to get me aroused. It's like, it's more of a mental thing almost with me.
Yeah. Demisexual. You might be a demisexual then.
Maybe, yeah. I might be within something else. Now, you do have this new production that I saw you promoting called Bromance.
I like that name. That name.
That was definitely gonna draw some attention. Now all we get to see obviously is what you're promoting, so we don't really see what happens.
Right.
Are you willing to tell us what happens in this video? Like, what is there? Go ahead.
Bromance. So my colleague, King Stennis, love the man. So we have similar backgrounds. I'm gonna give you some background on our relationship. Yeah, like we both from Alabama. We both been in the military. We both entrepreneurs. We both Scorpios. We both do the same line of work, and we've been working with each other for the last 3 years. And so we make adult content, right? People love seeing us together when we post our pictures and stuff like that. And I was pretty much Jordan Peele around about the concept. I was like, yo, I'm about to take a flight to Atlanta, leaving Atlanta to come back home. And he has a dual shower in his home, like 2 shower heads. So we're gonna jump in the shower real quick regardless, right? And I was like, yo, let's record it, right? And let's have like, you know, have this, you know, this aspect of it, like, that make it more captivating. And we want to see how, you know, people respond. My viewpoint behind it was, can you shower with your best friend, right? And I want to see how, you know, because I have a, you know, my fans are mostly in the gay community, love the gay community, my biggest support group, and I want to see how it's going to roll and see if we can make it work, and you know, well.
Very interesting. So when you say your colleague, what do you guys, is he another stripper or?
Yes, it's his company. Yep.
He's the CEO.
Okay.
Exotic.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So since you made this bromance video, and you know, when I go to your Instagram page, I do, not even just Instagram. If you not follow him on Twitter, y'all, go follow Twitter, because there's a lot, both of them. There's a lot on both of their pages. Is this audience something that originally, when you started doing this, you knew and you were like, well, I'll cater to both? Or is this something that you grabbed onto later on, like, well, they like me, so?
I'm a Scorpio, so I'm big on the marketing thing. So before I even met Denny, before I really got into Jeff Cutts, I read this book called Law of Seduction by Robert Greene. And it's pretty much a book of how to recreate yourself to become an object of desire. And that was my goal, to become an object of desire. And my goal was if you look at my Instagram, you couldn't tell what my sexuality was, right? So my image can be so gay straight or bi, you know? It can be, you know, so it's like, when in the beginning, people was asking me, I didn't confirm or deny. You know, I was like, I am what you say I am, you know? And then it's like, so it was a lot of interest around it. It was like, oh, is he straight, is he gay, da da da. And then, you know, I get the nose ring, the eye piercing, you know, the nipple ring. I just like those aesthetics, you know. I'm very, very metrosexual. I love like how I look.
You love how you look?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born. I was built. I had to build this up. I had to build all this.
What sign are you, Denny? He's a Scorpio.
I'm Scorpio.
Oh, you're both Scorpios. Oh, okay.
Makes
All right.
sense, right?
Yeah, so very, very sensual, like you say, because that's one of the signs. Isn't that like the biggest sign of sensuality?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Stephanie said, "What's the book name?"
Law of Seduction by Robert Greene.
So that was Stephanie Narvez, you guys. One of my boos. I love her so much. Thank you for tuning in, Steph. So, first of all, when you guys met, like, who was it that led the way sexually? Y'all both just knew y'all was super sexual?
When we first met, actually, we didn't get together right away because he was everything that I didn't like, and I was everything that he didn't like. Like, I was never into a man who just so pretty, for lack of better words. Like, he was so clean cut, teeth were perfect. I'm like, you know,
girl, that's me. I don't like no pretty boy.
You see, I like him a little ugly.
Me
a
too.
Little, you know? And for him, like I told you before, he's so against dating strippers, right? Mind you, you can't judge someone because they dance. But anyway,
I can't even dance.
Well, yeah. So anyway, so we didn't even get together or anything like that for the first, I want to say like 6 months. We were just friends. But we started dating because I had started my OnlyFans because my club shut down, and he already had an OnlyFans. So I was reaching out to him for like advice because I'm like, I didn't want to do it at first. I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it right. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I reached out to him, and how do we? He led it because he actually had a girlfriend. We met, then he got into a relationship during quarantine, and we were just friends because we weren't interested in each other. But once him and his girlfriend broke up, he had texted me and was like, if you ever want to shoot content, let's do it. And I was like,
sliding it. I love it.
Yeah. And I kind of was like, no, because I'm not about to be a rebound. Like, I know how it is when people break up and they want to text somebody. No, like, let's give it a few business.
And then they get back with the girl.
And
yes.
Back. Exactly. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted us to keep our friendship. And if we would have done something and then he got back, then she would have been like, oh, you can't talk to her. And I didn't want that. So once everything was a fit, like they really did break up and they didn't get back together. That's when we became more than friends. But sexually, he definitely led the way. Like, yeah.
I love that.
That was my only drug. That was like my gift and my curse.
Giggles is in the comments. Giggles is actually a stripper from my hometown. She lives in Atlanta now. Giggles, hit them up. Maybe I could do some content together, you know.
Oh, yeah.
She is amazing. I love her so much.
Yes. Looking for a woman to collab with.
Yeah, she would be the one. She is amazing. She actually came on the show. We did a show on strippers. All right. So prior to all of this, right? Jeff, did you ever partake in like threesomes with another man, orgies? Like, you never have done any of that, or have you?
Threesomes, no. Trains, I call them trains down south.
Excuse me.
You call them trains. 2 men, 1 girl.
That's not a threesome.
No. Threesomes when everyone sexually
does something together.
Right. So me and the male would just, you know, pay attention to the woman. And I had me and then 2 women. So it's always been me and 2 women, or me and my bro and a girl. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, Denny, did it bother you at first that he was getting so many comments about being gay, or?
No. Other people's comments didn't bother me. Like, what mattered to me was, is he being honest with me? Do I know who he is? Other than that, people can say what they want.
And it's like I never really cracked the code, but I understand why. But I never cracked the code on like what drew the gay community to me, and what like kind of like that became my biggest support group. I didn't see the hype. I didn't see the hype behind Jeff Cutts. I don't see what everybody else sees. So I was like, you know, why me? Like, I would say it chose me. OnlyFans chose me stripping chose me. Like I was a cop chilling, you know what I'm saying? It chose me. And I'm very open to like all opportunities. And
I love that. Dollhouse CT said we need Instagram and Facebook. I would have loved to have you guys on Facebook because I do have a following on Facebook too. But did you run a train on your girlfriend?
Run a train.
That was one of the questions.
No. This is my greatest investment right here.
All right, now let's step into the bedroom for a little while because y'all be getting it in. If you do not follow them on Twitter, I'm telling you. All right, so you guys do share very explicit content on Twitter. I was shocked when I went there.
Explicit.
That's what we like to go for.
I think it's pretty normal.
We want that shock factor.
I think it's pretty normal to me.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was on Instagram like, oh, okay. And then when I went to his Twitter, I was like, oh, my God.
Clutch those pearls.
Yes, I was clutching my pearls. Zage asked a great question. She said, do you make more money now versus being a cop?
Great question. He's put in his Twitter name in there.
It's the same as every handle. Jeff Uncut, 2 T's.
Oh, okay.
So yes, to answer the question, before I transitioned, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was policing and I was making like $80,000 a year. I was living paycheck to paycheck and had like over $13,000 worth of debt. I was married before I had married debt, and then like also like things was coming real clinch, real tight, and now I make almost 3 times as much, and I have most of all my free time, everything like that. Paid all my debt off. It would have took me 5 years to pay it off with overtime. I paid off in like 3 months. I did 10 days in Atlanta and made 10 grand. I made like $1,000 a day, and that's when I seen like, okay, I can do this. So it's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
KL Craw, who's one of my distant cousins, she said, you can share X-rated stuff on Twitter. Yes. Twitter, you can share anything, girl. Anything. And so I love that. Oh, okay. People are asking in the question box, what's the Twitter name? It's the same as his Instagram, you guys. I love that you said that because you said you had a lot more free time. A lot of times entrepreneurs do what they do because it's not just about how much money you make, but also like, do I have time to actually live a life and enjoy myself? Dwight in the question box said, would any of you work for a professional porn company if approached?
I got approached by black.com.
Ugh.
By what?
Black.com is where like black males have sex with white women. It's a real big platform in the porn industry. I got approached by them. But when I got approached by them, I was still married. So
married? So the girlfriend was actually his wife?
No.
Who was the wife?
Yeah, I was married and I have 3 kids. So.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? Military men, they be getting married very early.
Why
do y'all do that, by the way?
I got married at 21.
Why do y'all do that? Because y'all feel like if you go overseas, you're going to like, you know, I don't want to make this morbid, but you feel like you're going to die. And is that why?
And you get paid more. It's a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's the culture. You're
right. I forgot about that.
Definitely.
He has 3 kids, and Denny, you have 1 kid. Is that together or
no?
Oh, okay, so you have 1 kid. He has 3 kids. All right.
None together yet.
Okay. Now in one video in particular on Twitter, Jeff is bent over, and I think you're eating his ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're eating his ass, and you are fingering him while you're masturbating him.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you're doing in the video. Sorry, you guys. Now, how did you find out, Jeff, that you enjoyed getting your ass ate 8 and fingering?
So, I also went to school to be a tantric practitioner. And the concept is sex is medicine, right? Medicinal. And for a lot of heterosexual men, we store a lot of energy in our pelvis, right? And which cause premature ejaculation, it causes erectile dysfunction, it causes all types of prostate cancer, and all that energy, because like your prostate, for men, our prostate is like our pleasure zone, our pleasure button, right? So all that tension get in there, and it's just very unhealthy. So in the tantric culture, it's like when you massage the area, you have stronger erections, you last a lot longer, right?
Yeah.
And it also like pretty much like lengthen your lifespan. Like so when I learned how to do that, when I learned about that, I also learned about semen retention, which I can actually separate orgasm from ejaculation. Like I can come without coming, so I can have orgasm without coming.
Ejaculating.
Yeah, without ejaculating. I can actually press a button and stop it.
Wait, you can come without what?
Ejaculating.
Ejaculating. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can reach that height without okay.
And
why is that?
Because like for men, our semen is like our life force, right? And when men ejaculate so much so frequently, it pretty much depletes you. Like you start losing your hair, you start balding. Your arousal is less.
It is hard.
Right, and then it kind of comes like an addiction. You find that your body learns that neural pathway to rush, then release. So that pretty much helped captivate my sex. You know what I'm saying? It helps me control the bedroom. And then I learned that, but I wouldn't really show it on Twitter until I got with her, and it was like a safe space, and I was like, let's try it. And wait, you was doing that. I mean, how you feeling about that? About like rimming and all that stuff beforehand?
Like eating or fingering?
Eating.
It was something that I didn't just do just like willy-nilly, but like if I'm in love with you and I'm like, if I'm in love with you and we're together, like for me, there's not too many limits other than things that just are not safe or that are painful. But I don't know, if I'm with you, I want to be able to explore every part of you. And if it feels good, I want to be able to do it.
We're gonna get to that too. But so KL Cross, she says, say what? So yes, actually in studies, they show that men who don't ejaculate as often actually succeed better in life, right? So there are actually in other than America and other country, and America's a country, in other places, they actually practice that, where they are celibate. They don't have sexual contact because they want to be more successful. Even a lot of successful men in America practice that. Nicholas L.O. Johnson said the G-spot is in the man's ass. Is that true?
Yes.
Prostate, yeah.
Okay, prostate. I want to read this comment. Lovey's Project said, plenty gay questions. What are your future plans? More schooling, marriage, children, other business ventures, real estate? I'm going to ask some of those questions, some, not all, but let's not act, dumb and ditzy. We know why we're here, and we know why majority of people are here. Okay, it just is what it is. I can ask those questions to anybody, honey. The questions I'm asking right now, I can't ask that to anybody. I only can ask them. So that's why I'm asking these questions. All right. So Miss Explicit Tiff, hey Tiff, thank you for tuning in. She said, how do you finger a man? Now, before you answer, Denny, this is one of my questions, because I'm going to be honest. No man has ever asked me to eat their ass or finger them. But I think that's because a lot of men didn't feel comfortable with me sexually. Have you ever done this in the past?
I'll start by saying that no man has ever asked me to do it either. Okay, it's more of you giving them head, and then you might want to look around their balls, and then you feel them kind of like lifting their legs up. You're like, oh, or just kind of
Did I do
signaling to you that they want you to go. Let me just
Did I do that?
keep it to him because he don't like when I
I
talk
know,
about
no, did I do that? I'm not asking.
No, we actually had a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll say that no guy has ever asked me to do it. It's more so like signals. And even when I've done it in the past, we never talked about it. I'm talking about other men, right? Which is anyway. But with Jeff, we actually had a conversation about it, and I've never put my finger in another man's booty hole. Jeff is the first one. And I think I'm the first woman he allowed to do that, right?
Right. And it's not like it's like so overwhelming. It's like my first thing, like I just love so much. It's mostly, you know, to like I'm like a director with the content filming, right? So it's like I knew that would be more captivating for my audience, you know, and I want to show because I want to my how the universe brought it to me is that I'm trying to be the vehicle for heterosexual men and to show them that you can still, you know, explore pleasure. You can still explore your sexuality and explore, you know, different heights. And you can still have your woman, you can still have your kids, you can still have your money, you can still have your friend, you still get invited to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And I knew doing it by myself, it would have been went left, you know. But I had my partner, and I was like, you know, this can really work.
You felt safe doing it with me.
That's amazing. And you know, first of all, I want to say I think a lot more men do this than would be willing to admit it. Yes, girl, because listen, so I used to work at a call center, and one of my friends at the call center, she was a female, a Black woman, and she told me that she ate a guy's ass, like she ate a few guys' ass that she dated. And I had never even heard of this by that time. I was younger, you know? And so I feel like a lot more men partake in that than are willing to admit, to be honest.
At 100%.
Yeah. Uniquely, she said, how long have you guys been together?
It was 2 years in July. He's sleeping.
Now,
I think so. He's quiet.
You got your ass ate and the fingers. Now, do you like anything else? Which is, you guys, in that world, it's called being pegged, when a heterosexual male likes to have his woman put like a strap on and receive anal. So, do you enjoy anything else?
I have no desire for it.
Yeah, we've never done that.
I don't have no desire for it. If she ever wanted to, I feel like I could be open enough to, you know, and accept that, be receptive. But like, she don't have no desire for it. Neither do I. It's just it's a mindset.
Yeah, it's like we feel comfortable doing almost anything with each other, but yeah, like you said, I don't know. I'm not. The finger and is enough. You let me put my finger in there, and I can feel that. So that's enough for me. That turns me on. I mean, of course, a lot of our fans ask for it, but we're not going to do something simply to that magnitude simply because our fans are asking for it. We kind of like to stay true
to who you are.
To who we are.
I love that. Our viewers, they did their homework, honey, because Alluring Lee, she said, this was a video on your page, Jeff. You said, don't let your straightness fool anyone, but you love a good butthole. Is that strictly to share with a woman, or have you went there with a man?
Good question. Oh, sorry.
Strictly women, yeah.
Strictly women.
And woman, not women. Woman.
Yeah, and anal sex wasn't like big on my plate early on. I've done it, especially like, you know, in my marriage and stuff, and I've done it over the years, but it wasn't like a go-to. It wasn't a go-to until recently, and I like more of it. Vagina feels to me way better, right? But I like the loyalty aspect of it, and being able to feel that she's open and receptive to me, you know, and she'll be willing to do that for me, being a mindset to receive, and that's the part that I like about it, and that's what really got me into it. It's like,
you know. And I've never done it with anyone else other than him, so.
I love that because I've never done that either. So, Nicholas L.O. Johnson I think, was that the same person who said, why you not ask about marriage? Was that the same person?
I don't remember.
Nicholas L.O. Johnson said, people got all types of fetishes nowadays. Exactly. And that's why I wanted to have them on so that we can talk about this, because it's very interesting. How many men do you know would do what Jeff is doing? Not a lot of men. And so that's why we're asking the questions. I'm asking the questions that I am, because I can't ask anyone else. If I get another guy on live with me, he's not going to answer. Not truthfully.
I'm shameless too. Like, I'm like, from the Marine Corps to policing to being naked, Googleably naked, like you can Google me. I'm just like shameless. Like I don't feel shame.
Miss Explicit said, lying like a motherfucker. So that brings me to my next question. How do you guys feel about people who do believe that you are a gay man, and feel that you guys are lying?
Not our problem.
Yeah, it's so normal to me now. It's like I'm not here to convince anybody. You know what I mean? I'm just here to live my story and share it.
And those who get it, get it. Like we have so many fans who like support us. If you really pay attention, you'll get it, right? But if you're new to us, you've never heard of us, and you look at our page, you're gonna have your assumptions. But those who've been following us and actually like watch our stories and actually pay attention, it's gonna make sense. At first, you might be like, "Wait, how is this called?" Just like how I was when I first met him.
Right.
But the more I got to know him,
and it's like I tell people, when I told this story before. It's like, if I was gay, I would embrace it. I would be so much richer if I was gay. Like, sometimes I wish I was.
That's very true. Hold that thought. First of all, you guys are killing me by asking questions in the comment section, you guys. Please ask it at the little bottom question, the little question mark. Just click that and send me your question, because this is a lot. Miss Explicit said, so have you never gotten head from a man? Never a kiss, nothing with a man?
Never.
And Alluring Leash said, so the verbiage that you choose, is it more to entice your followers?
What verbiage have you saw?
Don't let this butthole. I mean,
don't let this butthole fool you.
Oh yes, marketing, wordplay, and it's like, also I use captions and things that's trending, like off TikTok. You know, what was the TikTok? Don't let
my class fool you. I love a good hood jam.
You see, I like that. See, I didn't know that. Miss Explicit said her lying comment was to the strap on. She feels like you guys do use a strap on.
Listen, honey, if we did, guess what? We would record it, because we know that's what the people want to see, and we're making so much money. So we wouldn't do that in the privacy. Anytime I eat, okay, this is what y'all don't understand. I'm not eating his ass all day, every day. It's just the fact that whenever I do, we get that on camera. You feel me?
Right.
So
now,
Nicholas
L.O. Johnson, are you the guy who was talking shit? Let me know, because I want to know. He said Jeff is a CEO. He got a whole empire. You got to understand this. This dude is a marketing genius. I actually feel the same way. I think that you are amazing at what you do. And you know what I'm saying? That was what intrigued me mostly, because when I came to your page, even though I can tell that maybe you haven't been doing this for a very long time, you know what the fuck you're doing, and you know how to do it. I like that. I like that about people.
The book is baked. Yeah, it's like Object of Desire. It's like I see myself, and when I started doing it, is to attract all sexes, and to be sex himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone in the room want to see me. Everyone in the room want to, like, feel something. That's what I was going for Jeff.
Shout out to Juicy. Juicy said this might make the shade room, and she tagged the shade room. Y'all tag the shade room if you want to. Listen, this is an interesting conversation that I think they should be having as well. Nicholas L.O. Johnson, massage, stripping, OnlyFans, nigga money long as fuck. Y'all gotta understand the world is sex. Everything is sex.
Desire.
Desire.
And
You
that's
know
the thing.
what?
I sell desire.
I love that. So Ness, thank you for tuning in, Ness. My boo, Ness XO said, so he's saying sex sells. I mean, that's what everyone says, right? But a better question is, do you consider yourself gay for pay?
No.
No. Why don't you consider yourself that?
Gay for pay would be like you would have sex with the same sex. You have sex with a man for X amount of money. I've been offered upward
Every
to
day.
50,000 to have sex with a man. I get offered every day.
Or just to let a man eat your booty.
Yeah, like so, like my ass is like I guess my kiss to fame. Like I don't know, like it's I guess people like my ass.
You do have a nice ass, I must admit. You guys, he has a nice ass. You can see it on Twitter, on his Twitter.
So it's
and there's one video with you like hopping out of a jacuzzi maybe, and your ass like bounces. How did you even find out that like, okay, I have a nice ass? I don't think most men would be like, I have a nice ass.
People told me, and that I was in denial. I'm still kind of in denial. So I was taking photos. And they, the photographer was like, "Yo, do this this angle right here." And I was like, "This angle, like this feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like this angle." He's like, "Yo, it's your ass." And I'm just like, "Okay, he's weird." Next guy. Yo, it's your ass, bro. And I'm just like, next photographer. Then it was like, "Yo, it's your ass." And I'm just like, so I posted my ass, and that's
another thing. Well, Denny has a very nice ass. You guys, I don't have a booty, and so I refuse to date a man who has a nicer ass than me. I just refuse to do it.
What about my dick though? Like I'll just be so like not necessarily insecure, quote unquote. But I was like, what about my dick? My dick like right here. She's like, it's your ass. The penis sip. They want to grab my ass, let my dick. You know
what? I'm glad you brought that up because do you feel like insecure when you are soft as opposed to hard? Because you have so many photos and videos of you soft.
My trademark also is that I'm just a man, right? And I want to show men that you don't have to have the biggest dick or be a shower to be a content creator.
A grower.
Right. You don't have to, have, slap in the face with your penis. Like, it's like, so I found vulnerability and I found strength in vulnerability. And it's like, this is me. I'm just a man. And, that's what I posted. And it's like, of course, but why would you post your dick is not hard? Blah, blah, blah. But like that's me, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? And I know when it is hard. It's like it's me. You know what I mean? It works. You know what I'm
saying? So my friend Zigga just joined. Why did I log into this? Oh my god.
Boy, I'm already on a fish on here.
First of all, Zigga, don't be telling people my real name. That's number one. But
get on here. You just
wait. What you say?
Got real celebrities on here. We got my boy Omarion.
Omarion's in here?
No, not Omarion.
The Latino.
Oh.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Okay, so KL Cross says so he's small. He's not small, but when a man is soft, obviously they're not at their largest, And so I always wondered. Okay, all right. Sorry, Doughboy Maine. He said, please ask the questions we are asking. All right, so a lot of people are in the question box. Let me get to those.
Okay.
Doughboy Maine, Jeff, do you flee or clean out before getting your ass ate?
I just wash.
You just wash.
Yeah, he doesn't do that anymore.
If Doughboy Maine, can you explain to us what fleet is? Is that like cleaning out your system? Let us know.
It's an enema.
It's an enema. Okay. All right, let me get to these questions. Dwight said, do you ever feel overwhelmed at times to produce the volume of content that you do? That's a great question.
In early on, probably so, but not now. It's just like all I do is just live my life and I share it. That's pretty much it. Like I have sex every day.
That was actually my next question. So if you guys don't know, Americans are actually having the lowest amount of sex that they've ever had.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so apparently in 2021, like over 50% of people did not have sex at all.
Okay.
And since 2009, sex rates have been dropping drastically. So how often do you guys have sex?
We have sex every day.
Once a day?
Yeah,
On average once a day. Like if we skip a day, then we'll do it twice the next day usually. But on average once a day. Yeah.
Someone said, do you guys have a TikTok?
Yeah, we both do. Yeah, I was gonna say the pandemic is probably why people didn't have sex.
No, so Digga, Tiffany, and you guys said that it's COVID and monkeypox, and it's not. Like I said, sex rates have been dropping since 2009.
Yeah, you did say that.
So it's not because of the pandemic. A lot of people think that it's because of social media and that we're living our lives online instead of in person.
I'm just real good holding the camera.
Let me get some more of these questions. Hold on. So how old are they? Tell your age again because somebody missed it.
I'm 30. He's 29.
And they said, do you feel like this is something that you can do for a long time?
I think it is something that will evolve. Like, I think we've had this conversation. We see ourselves right now as entertainers, performers, and then we also see ourselves evolving into like teachers, mentors, just kind of helping people. We want to give back.
I can definitely see you guys being like us, like sex therapists for couples. Yeah.
Along those lines. Sexperts.
Doughboy Maine said, this is a personal question. I don't know who Lamont is, but Doughboy Maine said, how do you feel about your friend Lamont and his views on gay people and how he takes advantage of them and has openly stated that?
How do I feel about it? I don't agree with it. But again, he's a conservative. He's, have his own thoughts. He has his own, systems and beliefs. I live, let live. I don't operate from, where I stand and, my morals and values. He's a Scorpio too, but
a little dash of Libra, because that mouth.
Underneath all that, Libra. He's a good guy, a teddy bear for real. He's very confrontational in person. Like,
so for those of us who don't know who Lamont is, can you explain this? Because I don't know what we're talking about. So
he's my colleague. He's one I did the bromance video with, and he's the CEO of the company I work for.
Exotic Sipping.
He's the one in the bromance video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
My best friend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's his best friend. Yeah.
Juicy, don't be telling people my real name. But so Lamont has negative views towards gay people.
Not necessarily. Does he?
No, he's just very.
He said they're an easy lick.
Okay. So now I understand what he's saying about taking advantage of the gay community. Now, that was Doughboy Maine. Doughboy Maine, can you come on? Do you want to come on? Because I would love to talk about that a little bit more. Troy Mark Whitmore said, my guy is a fucking leader. He's authentic, and that's what people buy.
He is.
Yeah, he creates opportunities.
You. I think it's about you.
Oh, me?
You're a leader.
Yeah, he said that about you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just a man,
Uniquely, she said, are your kids aware of what you both do?
Our kids are babies.
Yeah, they're babies.
They're 5 and under.
They're 5 and under. So how do you guys, we live in an internet world. So whatever you do now, whatever you put out there will still be on the internet years from now. So how do you feel about your children in the future finding out what you do?
I'm just telling you I'm the best at it. I'm actually want to do it. Hopefully, if it goes well, be on a docuseries and for a major network for adult content creating this fall, and I'm gonna share my story, worldwide, and it's like someone has to do it. Someone has to be the the vehicle. And it's like, universe brought it to me. You know, it's already written. I just got to carry it out.
And I know you shared something. Let me ask this one question before we get into that. Let me see. I think it was uniquely she. Was it? Somebody else asked the question. Oh, Monique does my hair. Hey, Mo, thank you for tuning in. She said, does what Lamont say affect you and your business?
No, actually makes me very much more profitable. It's like good cop, bad cop. It's like people, they say it or not, they still love him. You know what I mean? He's like the total package. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what he thrives on. He's very controversial. He's a Trump supporter. He has his own way of thinking, which actually got him very successful in the business.
Wow, he's a Trump supporter?
Yes, yeah.
Like real bad.
So when they be like, "Oh, F Lamonte," they just come to me.
It's Gigi Biatch said, do you guys have kids and how do you feel? Girl, we just asked this question.
She probably asked it before.
Yeah, I probably asked it before you logged on, but repeat it one more time. How do you feel when your kids find out what you do?
I definitely had moments when I thought about that, but then I have to go back to the beginning when I first decided I was going to go forward with this online. I was okay with it because it's sex, right? It's literally something that we all do. And I kind of have an issue about how private and like hush hush we are about it, because I truly believe that if we can be more open about sex, we can have better sex, we can have healthier sex.
Yes.
Safer sex.
Yes, I love that.
I think that's needed. So we hope to raise our kids in a very sex positive, but also age appropriate environment, body positive. And so that's my emotional why at the end of the day. And so that's why I'm okay with what I do, because I know why I do it. I
love that. It's Gigi Biatch. She said, "Oh, I just hopped on. Sorry." It's okay, girl. I'm sorry. I'm lit off some wine, so I'm a little rude when I'm drinking. But so one of the questions I have is there something that's completely like off limits that you will not do?
Off limits in what aspect?
On film, you did the bromance video. Now we don't know what goes on in this bromance video. You guys, it's on your OnlyFans, right? So you would have to get it from his OnlyFans. But is there something that you just are opposed to doing completely?
Collaborating sexually with any other human being. So she's my only partner. It's the only person I would collab with sexually. So in the other collaborations, they're sensual. I can be sensual with a man because I massage, but I just cannot be sexual with a man.
Wow, that is so traditional of you. That you just want to be sexual with your partner.
Yeah, we're actually monogamous.
Because I was going to ask, because I know he said he's not really into big girls, and I was going to say I would love for him to do a video with a big girl.
Aww.
Big girl.
You know, I've been a big girl all my life.
Yeah.
Big girl. Yeah. That's how you said it.
I mean, he's had sex with big women.
You've had sex with big women?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But they're just not your cup of tea. So when you had sex with them, why did you have sex with them? I
was attracted. The attraction was there. The arousal was there. Totality of circumstances. Early on, like when I came from Alabama and out the military, I was having sex like a motherfucker. So my first 2 years in the military, I had spent like almost 1,400 in abortions. Like that's how much I was having sex. I was so young, yo, I was off the hook.
Crazy.
I was off the hook. My 19, 20-year-old, so I was all the way up to 28. Like,
through your marriage?
Yeah, through my marriage. Yeah.
Wow.
Like
you said you were married at 21. You said all the way up to 28.
I was. Yeah.
Let me through your marriage.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters that was born in the same week.
You have 2 daughters that were born in the same week. Wow. Okay. So I know you said you're from Alabama. You're from LA, which I'm very surprised. If you're from LA, why don't you guys just move to Los Angeles?
Because of our kids.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't have kids together, so the other parents are all in the DMV area. So because I actually, right before I got pregnant, I was planning to move back to LA. Then I got pregnant, so we talk about moving, but it's like at the end of the day, we have kids and we have to respect the other parents of our kids.
I love that. So you said you had 2 kids that were born how far apart?
7 days.
All right, Nick Cannon. We got Nick Cannon in the building. So, all right. So, listen, I'm from where I'm from. I'm from the hood in Connecticut. I know y'all think Connecticut don't got hoods, but we are.
Yeah. Oh.
And that happens actually a lot where I'm from. And a lot with Black men in particular. So, I mean, like, how did you feel when you had 2 babies on the way by 2 different women?
Oh, I had to turn up. I had to turn up the bag. I had to come to bag. I had to.
Is that when you started doing paint tips or OnlyFans?
That's when I started OnlyFans. Yeah. That's when out in the hospital bathroom with my baby moms. Yeah, that's when I started. Yeah.
Wow. So, Yois Niche said Project Twins. That's what we call them when they're born, in 2 different babies, Project Twins. Like, that's crazy. And so you have them 2 and you have another one, right?
One before that, yeah.
Now, Denny answered this question, but how will you feel when your kids find out this is what you do?
It's a conversation. Just give them the background of it, and tell them the mission that I have, and tell them my emotional why, and how given to me. Like I didn't choose it. Like I went from career to career. Like I did both sides. You know what I'm saying? And it was like that wasn't the way. That wasn't the way. Like being a police officer is good, but I was meant to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Monique. I know. Did you see that? So Monique does my hair. She said, I'm giving birth and you in the bathroom shooting for your OnlyFans. Boy, I ought to slap you.
That was sleep. Like, it was out. Like,
it was after she gave birth. It was after she gave birth.
You've been there for 5 days.
You gotta get that coin.
You've been in the hospital for 5 days.
She can stay home.
Like they was in the hospital 5. It was in the hospital 5 days.
Dave said, did you tell them to get abortions or it was their choice?
Always their choice. Free choice for everybody. Free will. I don't force wills.
Okay.
They wanted to have the baby. They was like, oh, this match right here. Like they wanted my genes.
Yeah, he dated below his
He dated below his. Really, or are you just saying that?
No. I give props where it's due, and I'm not taking nothing from them because they're great women, but I'm talking about like look wise. You wouldn't think like that, like really, and so when you do that,
I don't like bad bitches.
You don't like bad bitches, but you with a bad bitch.
Like I said, when he met me, I was everything he didn't like. But...
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were a stripper. Okay, yeah. I get it. So have you guys, so you said that you're very traditional in the fact that you will only do sexual activities. Well, you'll only have sex with her or you'll do sexual activities with other people? Nothing?
We're monogamous, so he's saying nothing sexual, but he can do sensual things.
Like
massages, showers.
So you guys don't do threesomes?
We did before we were exclusive.
Really?
Why are you laughing like that? Yeah. We did before we were exclusive while we were still dating.
And what changed that?
She fell in love.
What changed that?
She fell in love.
Once we became exclusive, so once you're mine and I'm investing in you and I'm not dating anyone else and it's just me and you, I'm not sharing you. I mean, I don't really see why.
Yeah.
Why? Especially like threesomes with other women. And I told him in the beginning, like, if you want to have threesomes with other women, then we also need to have threesomes with other
with
men.
men.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not gonna go one way.
Right? And I'm with that. I'm so with you on that.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people, I know a lot of couples that do threesomes with other women, but okay, so what's in it for me?
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
Now, are you bisexual, Denny, or no?
I am.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that, yeah, I am, but that still doesn't mean I want to share, because I look at our relationship as an investment. I'm not playing around. We're not playing around. Like, this is real life. This is our household. We have kids. So us bringing someone in is not a light decision. I'm not going to do that just for fun.
Now, Ness comments is something, and Ness sent a question. I saw your question, but it disappeared, girl. Can you send that again in the question box? But she did comment, and she said, she's already fingering and eating your butt, so there's no need. That's what she's saying.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Juicy said the same thing. She said, I mean, she's doing the whole 9. So what the hell do they need someone else for? Oh, okay. I get it. All right.
I mean, yeah, I'm satisfied. Baby satisfied. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, so you're not either, Zenny. You wouldn't do sexual contact with someone else?
No, he's not having that. Man or woman, he's not having that.
Really?
He's a Scorpio. Like, we're very free, but we also don't play around with each other.
Wait, so let me find out about this. So Jeff, no women? Why?
I mean, if he's involved, if it was a right?
Oh, go ahead.
Finish. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was breathing. I want to see what you about to say.
Let me clarify. Like, if he was involved, yes, but just me collabing with another woman, no, right?
All right. Asia with a Z. I think she asked if this was the guy that I was posting on Facebook. Yes, this is Jeff. So they are both adult content creators, and Jeff has built a large gay following. Monique does my, oh wait, so Alluring Leash said, did y'all swing before you came? Oh, did y'all swing before you became exclusive? Well, you guys had threesomes. Did you swing?
No. We had a threesome, but he would not. He wanted me to cut off every guy I was dating. Like, that's why we had to become exclusive, because I'm sorry. If I'm gonna cut off my host, so were you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, we definitely didn't swing. Once he got with me, he was very possessive of me. He didn't want me with anyone else that was a man.
And how we're gonna end soon, because I know y'all probably tired. I'm sorry.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. You are?
I really am.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So
when did you guys decide? Like, because I know he met you in the strip club. When did you guys decide, all right, this is gonna be exclusive, just us two, and that's it?
Oh, when we decide that? I think she gave me an ultimatum. The most toxic shit ever.
That's a lie. You want me to tell him the truth?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. The struggle was when we were dating. The reason why it took so long for us to become exclusive, because he still had a relationship with one of his baby moms that wasn't platonic. Girl, right? Talk about stressful.
Yes.
Okay, so it was a situation where he knew he didn't want to be with her, but she was very convenient for him. Like, she did everything for him, wash his clothes, make sure he had food, just like a servant. Not trying to be funny. Like,
hey, maid.
Okay.
Hey, maid.
Not trying to be funny. That's just what it was. Yeah. And he felt very safe with her. She was very loyal to him, and like I said, before me, he was in a relationship, and he had tried it with that girl and cut off his baby mom and really tried to do it the right way. And it kind of just blew up. It was just a mess, a lot of drama. And so once we started dating, he was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to take that chance again. And so that was a struggle. It wasn't like he was like wanted to date a whole bunch of women. It's just like he couldn't let go of that one baby mom, or he wasn't sure if he wanted to let her go. But after a while, I'm like, and by the way, that's who we had the threesome with.
With the baby mom?
Yeah. Because we were all friends at first. We were all cool.
Wait, all right. Hold that thought. Let me get to these comments. Sorry. Nicholas L.O. Johnson said, I love how respectful the interviewer is. Thank you, boo. I'm trying for you because you're a skeptic. I'm trying for you guys. Juicy said I just lived with her. He was doing the I just live with her, but we not together. That's what he was doing. Yes.
Yeah.
Juicy. Hashtag dating in Bridgeport. Yes. Sound like someone baby mama I know. Let's see what else. A Bridgeport love story. Yes. All right. So tell us about this threesome, honey, because how did this come along?
Again, this was in the very beginning. So no one really had any expectations of each other. We were all cool. The first day I came over his house, like
wait, before you start. So was she a stripper? How do y'all know each other?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give any information about her.
Okay.
But she's not a stripper, so just a regular person. So in the beginning, it was very casual. I actually met her the first day I came over his house. She had come by to bring him some groceries or something. I guess that, yeah. And so, yeah. And so we were all in the group chat or whatever. But this is why he wasn't straightforward about their relationship. Like, I was told that, like, they're co-parenting, you know, she's like family, right? Come to find out, I don't know what their dynamic was, but she would F him on call. Okay. You know, so anyway, we were all in the group chat. I had already decided like I wasn't going to take him seriously. And so, who suggested it? I think they both suggested it to me.
Because she's bisexual as well.
Yeah, his name.
Wait, how did y'all end up in a group chat?
He put us in a group chat. Again, this is
why I don't date pretty boys.
Exactly. No, for real. This is why I didn't either.
Polygamous relationship.
Yeah, they both had this plan to like find like someone for a poly relationship because he wasn't attracted to her, but he enjoyed her conversation and her intellect. So they saw me and they're like, "Ooh, she's sexy." However, I do take offense to that because yes, I'm sexy, but it's a lot more to me. But that's besides the point. But they kind of like had their plan, like, "Oh, she'd be perfect," without telling me though. Yeah. So, you know, they brought up the threesome and I'm just like, okay, I've never had one before with another woman before.
Oh, so you've had, okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. Go ahead.
Highly recommend.
Go to bed.
10 out of 10.
Go to bed.
Love you. But anyway, I was like, well, I've actually never had one before. Why not? Like, again, I'm not taking nobody seriously. What do I have to lose? And I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
I had fun, but they wanted a polyamory situation and she was cool, but I didn't connect with her outside of sex.
Why?
So, I tried to, but the time we spent together, she just talked about herself and like didn't ask me one question about me. And I just didn't see any benefit of having any type of relationship with her outside of sex. I actually truly did try to get to know her, but it was some block. Like, I don't know, she couldn't connect with me. Like, she just wanted to tell me how many fights she got in college. And
she was a hood chick. Wait, Jeff. So you was attracted to like the hood boogers?
She's a doctor in psychology.
She what?
She's a doctor in psychology.
But she just...
She's from DC. So.
She's from where?
DC.
So she had two sides to her.
She had two. I love that. I love multi-dimensional people. I don't judge. I love it. We're all multi-dimensional,
Yeah.
and so I love it. But I find that interesting because I would put you in the category of pretty boy. I definitely would. You're very attractive.
I was a shooter first, though. This pretty boy is very new to me.
Really?
People don't know he wasn't always this pretty boy.
Oh, no?
He worked on himself.
Yeah, I did a lot of
So what were you before?
Still handsome.
I was a fighter. I was a shooter. Like I was like in the Marine Corps. I was just all about like exerting a lot of energy. Like I deployed to Afghanistan. I wanted to do like the dangerous shit. I wanted to like sleep in the fighting hole. I wanted to like do all the adventurous stuff. Like I didn't care really much how I looked until I started the Jeff Cutts.
Oh, okay. So you were just like a regular dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is a lot that you had like 2 chicks, your baby mother being one of them.
Crazy.
I mean, how did you even convince her to do that?
He didn't have to.
Attraction.
He didn't have to. She would do anything for him.
Yeah, you know why? Because you do fall into that category of a pretty boy. You're one of those men that a lot of women want. So how do you deal with that, Denny? Because I know his DMs be lit.
You know what's crazy? His DMs are lit with men, and I love that.
So online, I don't attract women online mostly. In person, I get all the looks, in the airport, women, even comment as I walk by.
Yeah.
But online, I don't get a lot of women online like reaching out to me.
Yeah, online because it's interesting. But in person, absolutely, he can get anyone he wants in person.
Miss Explicit said, "I know his BM is somewhere logged into a fake account watching."
I hope not. We gonna get in trouble.
I could actually see that because if I saw you online, I probably wouldn't, but if I saw you in person, he's handsome. He's very attractive.
Mm-hmm. He is.
So I just wonder, like, how do you deal with that? Because like I said, and you said too, you like the uglies. I like ugly men. So I never have to really worry.
Right. This is the first time, like, oof. But I can't say that it's really up to him, right? Like when you have an attractive partner, it's not about the attention they get, it's about what they do and how they handle that attention. And he's really good with that. He understands my boundaries. He understands what makes me feel uncomfortable and what I'm okay with, because we do these sip and paint shows.
I can't massage women.
Oh yeah. He only massages men. Just so y'all know.
Wait, why? Oh, okay. Wait, but I thought this was sensual and not sexual.
It is, but that's the boundary for me, because he's not attracted to men, but he is attracted to women. So he can,
that's why my job is so easy to massage men.
Because you're not thinking sexually. You don't care. Okay.
Exactly.
Massaging a woman naked, it's like.
We have a great question from someone watching who does content. Her name is Punani954. She says, would y'all be open to filming with trans women, preferably me, for content?
I don't know who you are. But it depends on what kind of content. We're, like we said, like, as long as it's not sexual, like, we're open to collabs. Like, that kind of gives a fantasy without us crossing the boundaries of our relationship. That's my answer.
Sorry. So Asia with a Z, I guess she wasn't here earlier. We answered this, Asia, but she asked, like, why do you have to be naked to massage the men?
I don't have to be naked. It's just the most requested.
It just what?
The most requested package.
Yes. So Asia, he actually offers 2 different packages, so you don't have to choose the naked package.
Mm-hmm.
People just want to see me naked. Like, I get paid to be naked. Like, it's what it is.
And he can charge more for that.
I wish I got paid to be naked. Listen, but So a question that I do have is, let's say, you know how you got requested, Jeff, to be naked? Let's say a celebrity, because you guys said you're monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a celebrity wanted to do content with you guys, but he wanted to have sexual relations with Denny.
You said he? Now,
It doesn't matter.
If it was Beyonce.
It was Beyonce what?
Oh.
Make content.
What'd you do?
We'll have a conversation. And
about what?
About numbers.
Would we?
About numbers, yeah. It's a conversation.
Really?
A conversation about numbers.
What were those numbers about? I'm just trying to understand.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'd be open if she was open about the conversation.
But why would I be open?
I'm just saying. I don't know.
What is it? Her being Beyonce changed about our dynamic?
I feel you, Denny, because I'm the same way. I'm a Sagittarius. And no, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I really don't. He's a person just like us.
But Asia with a Z, she said, this is a good question. When you massage the men, Jeff, why are they naked? But I will say, when you get a massage, a lot of times you're naked.
Right. So that allows to get to the insertions and organs of the muscles. So when you have on boxes and stuff, you really can't get to the high pelvic bone. You can't really get to the abductions of the thigh, the glutes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men want their glutes massaged.
Yeah.
You know, like it just creates a better space to do the massage.
Yeah. So when I get a massage, I'm not gonna lie, I do keep my panties on, but it is better if you're naked. Clint said it. So Clint said it. He said they heard the question wrong. You asked if he wanted Denny, but what if he wanted Jeff?
The celebrity man.
Oh, so no.
No. Okay.
No, I'm good.
So we're not gonna talk about numbers?
No.
So we're not talking about numbers unless it's Beyonce.
I got enough numbers.
Oh, okay.
I got enough numbers.
So I do have a question though, because I know the sex industry. So when we have a recession, which we are in right now, basically, right? When we have a recession, when we have economic issues, there are 3 industries that do not go under. That is the sex industry, the alcohol industry, and the beauty industry. Those 3, no matter what's going on, people are paying money for. Oh. So my question is, why don't you guys get involved in more of like the porn, like hardcore?
It really wasn't brought to us. Like, you know, we don't really search for really opportunities. We just prepare ourselves for them. They kind of come to us, and we just have right now we have an abundance of, you know, resources. And
I would also say that I'm not willing to compromise my sex life for a bag. I'm not. Jeff knows that. We do, like I said before, we do what aligns with us. We stay true to ourselves, and me more so than him. And I say that because Jeff is all about his money, and I love that about him. He's a provider, which allows me to be able to be a stay-at-home mom and do certain things. So I'm the one who keeps us balanced when it comes to, like, would you do anything for money? Like, you know, I'm not willing to compromise. Your sex life is so important. And if you compromise that, you're giving up a lot for money.
Yes. So I said earlier that Americans are having less sex. One of the things that is linked to people having less sex is depression. That we get depressed because we're not having sex. We're not getting to that climax or whatnot. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me read some of these comments. Nicholas Elo, he said power couple. Punani said they're both beautiful.
Thank you. Who gave you the most orgasms in your life?
You. Hands down.
So, you guys say you have sex every day.
Mm-hmm.
So neither of you have ever gotten to the place where you were just like, look, no.
Yes. Yes, I have, which is why I say I'm not willing to compromise my
Trey,
sex life.
my brother.
Hey Trey, we love Trey. There was a point where Jeff was like getting really ambitious with content creating, and he's like, I think he was like, we need to shoot 2 times a week or something that did not feel realistic for me, and I just couldn't. Hey Trey, I had to put a pause to that because I'm not going to force myself to have sex. I'm not. As a woman, we do that too much. You know, ladies, we know, like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. So there was a point where I told him, like, I'm going to have sex with you, or we're going to have sex when it feels right. I'm not going to force it for the camera, etc. And so we took a little hiatus from creating content because I felt our sex life was being affected. And that was the best thing we could have done because you have to remember that when we first got together, we both were content creators. So we really didn't know what having sex off camera was truly like. We had to figure out what felt authentic to us and how we would have sex without performing. And so that hiatus was the best thing we could have ever done. And our sex life has really gotten so much deeper. He had to find other way. He had to get creative. Oh, she's frozen. Oh, okay. He had to find other ways to put out content because I get it. Like he's trying to make money, but I just wasn't willing to compromise our sex life. But now we're in a really, really, really great place, right?
Wow, I love that. I really, really love that because as a woman, I do like there was this girl. She's like a Insta famous girl. She's a couple with this guy. They do like real estate and tax. They're like very big or whatever. And she said one of the things that she said was that you should not hold your man back from sex. Like you should just give him sex whenever he wants. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm one of those girls that like when I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the fucking mood.
Okay.
And so Jeff, like as a man, like how was that for you?
It was tough. Cause I was using, cause I don't do drugs, right? So, sex was like my only like drug. So I would say I was kind of dependent on that dose to get the edge off, right? So I just had to find the ways to incorporate my sexual energy and drive in other facets. So that's why tantra really helped. Yoga really helped. Like I rock climb 4 times a week. Dopamines are very high. It's very exhausting, and it kind of just really like exhaust you. So so it's just you had to find something else to do with that sexual energy, and you create. It helps you create beautiful things, and and also keeps you very pumped. So just find other ways. Cause I don't like masturbating.
No?
I don't like masturbating. No.
Well, you guys do have a video of you guys masturbating each other.
Together, yeah.
Each other.
I love that video.
Thank you.
So you don't like masturbating, but you like when she's doing it to you.
Yeah. Or she's doing it to herself. I just like to watch.
Miss Explicit says stop cursing before they kick you out. Did I curse?
Once or twice.
Or she was talking to someone else.
Okay.
Comments, I think.
So this is a good question from Asia with a Z. She said, "Do you guys have sex on Denny's period?"
That's a great question. I'll let him answer that.
No, I do not like blood. I don't mind blood. I've seen a lot of blood. I just don't want it on my penis.
I agree.
I just don't like blood. So those 7 days, I don't bother. I don't even bring up sex. I don't even bother with that.
Yeah, he lets me. So I guess technically we don't have sex every day. We get a 5-day break each month.
And her 4th day, she's like, "Oh, I'm done bleeding."
I'll be ready.
No, you're not.
Wait,
Nighttime.
so Miss Explicit, okay, so it was me. I'm sorry. I guess I was cursing. But so when you guys get to like the third or fourth day where it's like a little bit of blood, y'all do?
No, I have to be at least on day 5.
Okay.
But it's still a little bit of residue.
It's
But
like the brown residue at that
like,
point.
it is. It is.
I don't like that.
He doesn't either, but that's as long as I can wait. You know, he's the first man who actually wasn't into period sex, and it's kind of refreshing. It's nice that I can just have my time to like just be.
Nah, for me, I can do it. I just don't
Get your
enjoy it. I
horniness
just don't
during your
enjoy it.
period.
So it's true. You do. I do get very, very horny during my period. I hate it so much.
I've done it unknowingly, and it's like it feels so good. And it's like
It's so wet. Wait,
it's like when you get up, and then just like I see my dick and it's just red. I just be like,
it just turns you off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
But also,
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, it is messy.
So in the future, let's say, because somebody did ask, you guys can't do this forever, right?
Do what?
The content.
Oh no, of course. Well, it's some categories.
You can do it
there.
up until I would say about your 50s.
There's some categories out there that people like. I know some content creators as well in their 50s and stuff that does, like grandma, not grandma, but
I mean, I ain't doing that.
but no,
MILF.
but yeah, MILF type stuff. But no, I'm creating systems, and I have systems in place to replace it. And and this actually sex content creating is just one of the passive incomes. I have 5.
Do you want to share or no?
I can share a couple of them. Like, we have a Turo car. We rent one
A what?
cars. Turo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the massaging, I can massage forever. And that's really one of the most profitable. It's the massages. I host pride events. I do a lot of hostings, probably like 2 or 3 a month. Sipping paints.
Okay.
Now the sip and paints is like you as a new model.
Yeah. No.
We both do them.
Oh, okay. So do you do them together?
Mm-hmm.
And is it your event or you with a promoter?
Lamonte.
Oh, okay.
It's his company, so he books us.
Oh,
So how do you guys even know Lamonte?
He reached out to me very, very, very early on. He was like, yo, actually somebody else, third party, reached out to me like, yo, you got a great look. You should come out to the Paint and Sip and try it. And I turned it down like 4 times. So I'm very like independent. I'm very like to myself. Like I have a lot of like I don't hang out. Like I don't party. I don't chill. Like I don't link. Like I just.
You don't hang with niggas.
I do not. It's hard. Like I do not hang with dudes. And I hang with Monte because we like if I can't build with you, I can't chill with you. You know what I'm saying? And
it ain't about the money.
And it's like I want a general friendship with with men, but it's just hard because every time I meet a man, it's either 2 things: they either down low,
Yeah,
or they see me as competition, and it's like not a healthy relationship.
So now I'm even more flattered because thank you for doing this interview with me.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm very.
Like
I'm not surprised he did it because anytime someone asks him to do an interview or a podcast, he's like, so what's your budget?
Really? I just DM'd him out of nowhere and I thought he was not even gonna look at it. Mm-hmm. And I'm so flattered.
I'm like 2 weeks behind in DMs too. So I don't. It's.
I'm very flattered. Thank you for looking, and doing this.
But also he saw your page and he saw the reel you put together. He's like, oh, she takes what she does seriously. Yeah. He's like, I can respect that.
I saw it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that so much. So the fact that you work with Lamonte and obviously people feel like he's taking advantage of the gay he's a straight man, and people feel like he's taking advantage of the gay community. Like, How do you continue building your audience?
My audience is already there. Like I said, chose me. Like, if I made $1 from any person or anyone in the community, I was already talking to my fans. I had fans before I made $80 off of it. Like, I had like a huge following before I made any money from anyone, and I would like respond to all my DMs. I would have a conversation with anyone, and it's like they appreciate the fact that they can see me, they can see me on screen, they can reach out to me, and I respond. Like, people be shocked. Oh my God, he responded to me. You know what I mean? Oh, you made my day. Like, that's what I do it for. Like, I sit 2-3 hours a day responding to people.
Oh, I love that. Dre 2K2, he said Lamonte, the Trump supporter. Yes.
Yeah, people know him. They know he's controversial. You have people who hate him, and then you have people who love him and follow him despite everything. But he's always been this way. Not saying, people know this is not the first time he's been viral for something he said.
Where's he from?
He's from Alabama, like me. Oh. We got a kill in the building, a killer face.
All right, so
y'all.
I want to know. Wait, I'm sorry, I lost my last question.
Right answer.
Yeah.
So I do have a question for.
He always been this way.
A killer face. He's always been this way.
That's great.
All right, so obviously, I think I have my answer. You do not do sexual things with men. So somebody in the comments, when I posted the promotion, they said, I believe that couple said that they are pansexual. No?
It's not him.
Just like women. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just like
I said I was
no, not either. Not Jeff.
Not Jeff. Mm-mm.
It does nothing. It does nothing for me. Like, it won't work. It won't work. It just won't work. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Like, it won't work. Like I said, I wish.
So, I know. No, that's very true. Like, if you were gay, honestly, you could make a lot more money.
I'll be the first. Yeah, I'll be the first one to say it. Yo, I have my rainbow like in my bio.
Okay.
I'll be the first one to say it. Like, what? I have less kids. I'll be rich. Oh my God.
He really is shameless. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know if you'd have less children, because I will say a lot of gay men have a lot of children. A lot of DL men have a lot of kids.
I think that's kind of productive. I think it's kind of productive, and I think it's like take too much conscious energy. Like, it's like that's what you like
to be down low.
Yeah, be that. Like, most successful men are gay. Like, they're running the country. Yeah. They're running the industry. Like,
gay men are supposedly the richest in the world. Dre 2K2, he said y'all have children. LOL. They have children separately.
Yeah, gay men is like my clientele is like middle-aged successful gay men, like lawyers, doctors, like celebrity stylists. Like they well off. They it's had
Slime LV said it's a difference between gay and DL though. So are you saying that he's the DL?
I think that what people don't understand is he doesn't have anyone to like hide from. Like, if he was gay, like, he's already like showing his ass on social media. Like, he's shameless. Like, he's already out there. So who? Not his family. He's not hiding from his family. There's no religious background. Like,
no, I have nothing holding me back.
Thank you for bringing that up, because how does your family feel about this?
My mom's so proud. Like, she showed her naked pictures to her coworkers back in the day.
Your naked pictures.
Well, my naked pictures. Like, she's so proud of you. Like,
yeah, she's your number one fan.
I'm leading my family. I'm the youngest in my generation. I'm leading my family by 8 years ago. Like financially,
and
just like
living life.
I'm the first police officer, first person that successfully did the military. Like my mom didn't graduate high school, my father didn't graduate high school. Like Alabama is very, very, very small and very like they behind. Alabama's very behind. So it's like I already broke so many barriers. It's like if I was gay, what can you tell me? Like you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't answer to anybody. You know, then nobody pays. You know what I mean? Like it'd be nothing.
Yeah.
New Scenic Beginning said Jeff is the opposite of DL. He doesn't appear to hide who he is in order to pretend to be something he's not. Denny, how does your family feel?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Sorry. My mom is also my biggest supporter. I'm surprised she's not tuned in right now. My mom really admires me. My why really goes back to my childhood. Like, I think a lot of us can relate. Our sex talks were kind of like, don't have sex till you get married, and that's it. And I really didn't like how my mom and I couldn't have like honest conversations about sex because it was so taboo. But now she feels so comfortable talking to me about anything now. And my dad, well, my biological father passed, but my stepfather, it's okay. It's okay. He's more my stepdad. He's more so. What's his take on it? He doesn't support it, does he?
Do you even know?
He's kind of like, I don't want to know, but he loves Jeff, and he knows that we do like sip and paint, nude modeling and stuff together, and even like OnlyFans. And he's just happy that I'm happy, and that really he's happy that I'm off his hands. He's happy that I'm not living with him anymore, and that I have a man taking care of me. So, but like I said, we moved to the East Coast, and a lot of our family's in LA. Now, my family in LA, they had a lot of opinions when I started dancing. You know, they were more so judgmental, but my mom put all of them in their place. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Dre 2K2 said, Jeff, how is your lower back waist so small?
Genetics. Also, I have a personal trainer background, and I study exercise science. And to make your butt appear bigger than what it is, you just have to, you know, work your lower back to give that illusion of a higher butt. So it's like everybody want to work out their butt, but it's like it's your lower back.
It's your waist.
Yeah.
I love to know that because I need to do that.
And 30% genetics, you know.
Tao BLK Singer said, is marriage in the future?
Why are you looking at me? I like to think so.
How do you guys view marriage?
I mean, marriage is beautiful. I just did it really young, and I guess I didn't really know myself. I mean, much. You know, I was really like, you know, we're still like 21. You don't even know who you are really. So it's like you don't even know yourself. You have enough experiences and stuff like that. So I got married at a really young age. I think marriage is beautiful. It's just it's kind of overrated, but you know, I'm not saying no to it. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Denny?
I'm already married, and I feel like
I do. Yeah, we are like, but for me, it's more so the protection. It's more so like because he is a breadwinner, because he is taking care of me. I do want that security of knowing if something were to happen to him, I'd be okay. Because I mean, if you've ever been married, you know that the certificate doesn't change the relationship. I think it's more about the legal things and like, and then at the end of the day, I do like that commitment part of it. Like it's one thing to commit to being in a relationship, and then it's a whole other thing to commit to actually being married. So we're taking our time because he hasn't married before. We want to make sure if we do, we're doing it for the right reasons, and we know exactly what we're getting into. So but I can go on. So.
We asked this question earlier, but Sly MLV said, Denny, how do you feel about all the attention that is gay men supporting Jeff and ride for him?
I love it. I love it. Okay, because my man can get all this attention, and I don't have to feel insecure. Like, you know, if it was women, I'll be honest, like that would be hard.
Which is preferred. I was confused. I was like, damn, like the women ain't fucking with me. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But it's like also it protects the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You don't want to mix business with pleasure.
Like,
so I love it. Keep supporting him. I love you all. I love the ones that support us. I mean, there are some haters, but we don't pay attention. But I love it. And I especially love his supporters who literally are supportive and aren't trying to be sneaky because trust me, like I see those DMs that y'all be trying to send him, trying to be slick, like smiling in my face, but then DMing him. I see y'all, it's okay, but I have a lot of respect for those who truly genuinely support him and respect our relationship. So I'll say that.
So do you respond to the DMs? What?
I respond to most of all of them. If it's like left field, like I get a lot of like, what you doing? Like, can I touch your butt? Can I eat your? I get can I eat your ass every day? I get that every single. It's not a day that goes by.
Wow.
I get asked that question. So it's like stuff like that. Like it's like
you don't respond to stuff like that.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying.
So Sly MLB said, do you feel like you have more gay men supporters than women?
Oh, absolutely. I have 88%.
Yeah, you do. I can just tell.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna leave this with I actually do production. I film and I have a whole crew, and I saw your bromance promotion. And I know that we can take that to the next level. So when you are ready to take that to like film production level, I want you to contact me because we can take that. We can really make it a movie, because I saw the bromance promotion and I can just tell it's not what I can do. That's all. So I want you to know that, and I want to extend my services to you. So if you guys have a budget for these films that you can fly me, and it's just one other person, if you can fly us out and we can film you guys, I would love to do a film with you guys. Let me know.
In the future.
I definitely see that.
Let me know. And you can take a look at my page and my website of what we can do. So let me know. But let's just leave this. What's next for you guys?
The docuseries, I'm putting it out there. So it's the docuseries about our life, my transition, about capitalism. So it'll be a docuseries of how I got into the industry, why did I leave policing to be an adult content creator. It's pretty much going to be almost like 12 episodes of our life and how I got into it and how I'm mentoring people and the life is like. So
yeah, because people don't just showing like we're content creators, but we're also people, and we also
yes.
That's what they're really trying to aim, and also showing how we're making a lot of other creators are making more money doing this than we were getting a regular job. You know?
I love that. Black Caesar, one more question. Black Caesar said, will you guys have any regrets in the future?
I've never had one regret in life.
Mine would be if I don't